Explorers, we are in Transylvania to investigate one of its most haunted castles, better known as Dracula's castle. We have a very rare opportunity tonight to actually sleep at the castle, and I'm saying that's very rare because the only people who have slept here in recent memory is one, an Airbnb promo, and two, Nicolas Cage.
Guys, we are back at Dracula's castle. Not only do we have access to one of the most haunted castles in the world, but the thunder is rolling in, I'm actually my pants. But the weather is perfect for an investigation. From our past experience, we always get more activity when there's a thunderstorm approaching.
Plus the mood, the vibes, Dracula's castle in a thunderstorm, oh my god. We are just waiting for the last tourists to clear out, but after that, the castle's all ours.
We've got some garlic, we've got some wooden spikes. I've been watching Buffy, so I'm all up to date on how to kill vampires. We're ready to go.
Bran Castle, often referred to as Dracula's castle, is arguably the most iconic building in Transylvania. But could it be the most haunted? Boasting a long and twisted history, this fortress has sat upon this hill for hundreds of years, slowly accumulating folklore related to vampire counts and ghostly queens.
Well, Bran Castle history, it's obviously a very long one, 646 years to be more exactly. The story starts obviously with the first document, which talks about Bran Castle. It's 19 November 1377, but it goes way back before 1211. At that time, there are documents to prove that it was a military medieval wooden fortress built by the German Teuton Knights to keep an eye on the pass. That one burned down, and on top of the old wooden fortress, this one was built in 1377. When the castle was built, 1377 was primarily built from a military point of view as a medieval fortress to keep an eye on the pass and control the road. It was the most important commercial road and the main military route between two Romanian provinces, Transylvania and Wallachia, and later on it was the border between Transylvania, which was part of Austro-Hungarian Empire, and Wallachia in south, which was part of the Ottoman Empire. So for almost 500 years was a military castle.
Although the strong military history of Bran Castle remains present where the paranormal is concerned, its shorter time as a royal residence seems to have soaked in the strongest energy which remains to this day. This began in 1920 when Queen Marie, a beloved Romanian royal, ordered the restoration of the castle to be used as her home and retreat. Many believe that her presence may still linger at the castle, with countless people citing her ghost wandering the grounds.
When the castle was abandoned in ruins, because it was no longer important military and economic, for the next 85 years, it was looking in a very bad shape when the Queen received the castle in 1920. 1920, it's the first time when the castle started to be renovated. The Queen invested next 9 years of her life, from 1920 till 1929, to renovate, to decorate the interiors, to refurbish, and she did a great job. Now it's cozy, it's beautiful, it's romantic, so it has 3 periods: 500 years a military castle, 28 years a royal castle, and then in Bram Stoker's story, night residence for Count Dracula for almost 400 years.
It is, however, the legends of vampires, namely Count Dracula, that truly haunt Bran Castle. Despite folklore that Romanian vampires have been present in this area since man has existed, it wasn't until Bram Stoker's famous novel was born when Bran Castle was thrust into the storyline. It is rumoured that Stoker used the image of this castle to create the description of Dracula's castle in his story. But some people also believe that the real-life inspiration for Dracula, Vlad Tepes, also known as Vlad the Impaler, could have ties to the property. Vlad was a notorious warlord in the 1400s who developed a fierce reputation for torturing and killing hundreds of thousands of people with the grotesque technique of impalement, and he was even rumoured to drink his victims' blood. Although Vlad never owned or lived at Bran Castle, he is documented to have passed through this area and had likely visited and stayed at this fortress at some point.
Dracula exists as a human, so in 1897, Bram Stoker, he had an idea to create a character, a monster, as a vampire. A monster needs a name. if you want to scare people, you cannot name your vampire, I don't know, Billy or Bob the Fluffy One. It has to be scary. And when he discovered the legend of the Prince of Wallachia, Dracula, that was nicknamed by his own people the son of the devil after his father name, Dracul, which is devil in Romania. Obviously, imagine you are a writer and you want to create a monster and you don't have a name. And yes, Vlad, the Impaler, was the Prince of Wallachia, but he was born in Transylvania. He only spent 6 years and 5 months in Wallachia, and the rest of the time he was in Transylvania. He was invited and he spent time over here, but also it is registered in history that he stayed around 2 weeks in Bran Pass at the castle, and he captured all the thieves in the area and he impaled them. And then most of the time he used to spend over here to find out when is the right moment to go from Transylvania down to Wallachia. So probably more than hundreds of times he used to come, and this is where he was arrested and where he used to hide always when Wallachia was under attack. You need to go up in the mountains to hide, to protect the bloodline family, your kids, your wife. And then when the Turks were going out, then they used to come down and get back in the capital.
Apart from Dracula, this castle is very widely known to be haunted. Of course, Queen Marie is one of the most prevalent ghosts said to remain, yet soldiers, prisoners and children have also been reported to haunt the property. Some to have been so scared of the paranormal experiences they have had that they refuse to return, or even be within the castle alone, especially in the dead of night. Activity can include sighting light anomalies, shadow figures, possessions, being touched, disembodied voices, full-bodied apparitions, and even poltergeist activity.
Ghost stories, the most recent one, are those connected with what happened the period after Queen Mary died and then Princess Lana moved here with her family. Stories came out. I tend to believe them because I stayed overnight in the castle and I saw shadows and I heard noises. At the beginning, even me and my colleagues, we thought maybe it's one window, but then strange things happened, like the light came out and we knew that for sure that we sealed the castle. But the most common stories are with Queen Mary singing, Princess Ileana crying, Prince Mircea, the one which died when he was 3 years old. With Prince Mihnea, Prince Mircea, they heard a girl or a boy crying, and that I heard too also. 15 years ago I was very skeptic about this, but now I'm not. But I know what I can do about this. I don't come alone and I avoid to stay overnight. Imagine it's 646 years of history. There was a time when the river nearby, the legends say that when the Turks attacked, the whole river was with blood. Especially in this area between Transylvania and Wallachia, a lot of things happen. So there is a lot of blood, and the legends say that that blood will cry out loud even after 500 years.
With an incredibly rare opportunity to sleep overnight in Dracula's castle, we were excited to see what type of activity we could document and experience. And to say the castle opened up to us is an understatement. This night we would document compelling moments like we'd never seen before. But if you're ready to take on Dracula's castle with us, hit like, subscribe, and let's jump into investigating.
We are locked in. We are locked in Dracula's castle for a whole night. We're even sleeping here.
Excited!
This place is hundreds of years old. That's a lot of history to accumulate ghost stories, and it does have a few. And look, what a spectacular courtyard.
Oh, by the way guys, we got a special tour today and they took us to the highest part of this castle, which is so high I don't even think I can see right now. It's a tower right above here.
I actually filmed a little tiny bit up there as well on my phone, and it's like the very tippy top of the castle. Can't stress that enough.
This well looks familiar.
This well's so iconic.
It's not as deep as it looks though.
Is it still full of money?
No, it's got 2 pence.
What?
I can see 2 pennies.
Last time we were here, because we were here like 5 years ago, it was just full of money. Even notes. I was surprised. But this is a medieval well, so very, very old. I think though, being here in the courtyard, and I have heard some stories.
Did I come from upstairs?
I don't know. I reckon in there.
That is the torture dungeon. Great.
Of course it is. Loud clashing from where all the torture instruments are kept. Some stories.
Does that come from upstairs?
Some stories.
Does that come from upstairs?
Hearing these noises in the courtyard was extremely interesting, considering we had the castle to ourselves. We'd also early been told that this was a space where many had previously heard noises that were paranormal in nature and likely linked to the castle's past history as a military garrison. Could these noises have been something similar?
Because there was a long period as a military castle, sometimes you can hear very fast movement at the defense corridor, a soldier that wake up and he was under attack. Those are the scary ones. That really scared me, and since then I don't want to stay overnight unless I am with somebody. Because if you are alone in the courtyard and you hear those kind of noises, then your brain will not say, oh, it's just the window, maybe. They are very, very creepy. So those are really creepy. It's like somebody is running away to save his life.
But I was about to say, I think this is a good starting point to roll GhostTube. Hello, my name is Amy and this is Jared. Are we able to talk tonight?
Bună, mă numesc Amy și acesta este Jared. Putem vorbi în seara asta.
We got this. We're going to talk to the Romanian ghosts.
Oh yeah.
Technology, baby.
You know what as well? We're also using GhostTube's we're also using GhostTube's translation features, so got all the languages we need.
We're now heading up to one of the upper floors of the castle. What else is cool about this room and very, very interesting is a secret staircase.
We love a good secret staircase here on AmysCrypt, actually. It's not so secret now though, is it? I mean, they have a door here with an arrow.
And a hand. At one point though, it was a secret.
Each castle has a secret passage, like we have here one. There is over here, this particular one, they had a secret hiding place. If the castle was conquered, they were using the secret staircase and they were going up and hiding in that room up in the tower, and they had enough food and water to survive for 1 week, 2 weeks. And then during the night they were able to announce the garrison, which is not far away from here, that they are captured, trapped in the castle, and they were able to survive till the garrison from Brasov will come. But because this castle had a very small garrison.
Let's have a look in there. Whoa. It's actually quite long as well. Do you want to do the honours?
Goodness. I remember this from last time. It is vibes. Is there anyone in the staircase?
Este cineva pe scară.
So if the castle was ever besieged, this was sort of put in place so that people could hide, make their way up a tower and hide out up there.
Also, this castle was used for a long time as a garrison, right? So there would have been maybe soldiers, military personnel, yeah?
Yeah. Can you make a noise for us? Give us a sign?
Poți să faci un zgomot pentru noi să ne dai un semn.
We're coming up, is that okay? I swear I left this closed earlier.
What, the top of the door?
The door, yeah. That's also where I smashed my head earlier today.
Hang on, we need to get a close up of this. Right up there. Actually, I think I can still see a mark on your head. Just joking.
F off. You can really get a sense of how grand this place is from up here.
I feel like that was the wood of the cabinet creaking there.
This here was actually built on in the 20s by the Queen because she wanted like a summer dining area where you could see over the courtyard and the opposite towers. But how cool.
You know, I thought
I heard a voice.
Stay!
Stay, okay. Thank you for having us at the castle and liking us to be here, or liking us. That's cool.
I feel like we've got someone's attention because we just got the word stay. It's interesting because I actually swear during our interview I was saying that they've stood in the courtyard, which is where we are now, and they've heard people shuffling around the balconies.
Yeah, because this was used for military for so long. Like, you could picture soldiers walking across these balconies here. And I guess that still happens. The spirits might still be doing that, or whether it's residual, I don't know.
Right.
Hello.
Ah, Bună.
Bună. Bună is hello in Romanian. Bună. We've definitely got someone's attention now.
Yeah, that's nice. Could we have your name, please? I am Amy, and this is Jared.
Am putea spune numele tău? Te rog. Eu sunt Amy și acesta este Jared.
Although we did not get any further responses in this moment, our wide-angle camera, which we had left standing at the base of the secret staircase, did pick up some loud and eerie sounds.
We're now continuing further up one of the towers here. We're out in the open air right now on a landing of one of the towers. It's a gorgeous view, but you can't really see too much at night.
You know what? It's actually nice to be out here because I don't know if you can tell, we've been climbing a lot of stairs. It's actually really hot here in Romania right now as well.
Humid as hell too, in an old castle. Oh my god. Go through these creepy ass curtains, Jared.
Ooh, spooky.
So during the day in this area, actually, they have a couple of, they're turned off now, but they're like animations about ghosts and the Grim Reaper and sort of supernatural beings that they believe in Romania. It's pretty cool. But this room in particular is dedicated to the vampire. There's a little vampire hunting kit.
Wow, that looks actually pretty sick.
And obviously the castle has a lot of ties to Vlad Tepes, the real life inspiration for Bram Stoker's Dracula. And this castle is just marketed the heck out of as being Dracula's castle. But in reality, is it? Some people believe he did pass through this valley multiple times in his life and likely did stay here, even though it's not really documented in the history that he specifically stayed in Bran Castle.
Ooh, even this hallway's like coffin shaped. I didn't notice that earlier.
Yeah, I'll go down the coffin hallway. Oh, that's the werewolf room. Leave.
Leave. I also thought I heard movement in here then too, in between the words.
Scratching.
I thought it was more like dragging or something. There's no like, there's no draft in here or anything, is there?
No, there's no movement at all.
Just creepy mannequin guy.
The dungeon's this way? No?
Yes, we are getting close to it.
So to get the word leave is kind of interesting as we're approaching that. And there is a cold draft here. Just weird.
Oh, I feel like I just got like a, I know you said there's a cold draft here, but I feel like I just got like, just on the back of my neck. Like someone like going on my neck. Can you just see if there's anything there?
I can't see.
Just here as I was walking through this door.
I can't see if there's any mark on you because I've got night vision. Do you want to swap cameras for a sec?
Yeah, can you just check it out?
On the neck? It looks fine to me. You have a white mark on your shoulder, but...
Oh, that's probably just my skin.
Probably.
But no, but I swear, like, it is drafty here, but I swear it was something very isolated on my neck.
That's interesting because we were told a similar story about, like, to that earlier today.
Down in the dungeon with my back behind the wall, and yes, I felt somebody, and there was nobody because the whole team was in the other part. So I felt somebody touching me, somebody was breathing. Now that was horror. That really impacted me. And since then, like I said, I don't go alone and I don't like to be there.
Yeah, a lot of you guys might think, like, why is a dungeon up in a tower? Normally in castles like this, dungeons are in underground. And it's because a lot of the captives here, because this was used as a garrison, would have been here for a period of time, but then they would have been transferred to one of the major cities. So it wasn't more like a permanent prison, if you could call it that.
But we do have a Vlad.
Anyone that was wondering what he looks like, there you go.
Why do you want us to leave?
De ce vrei să plecăm?
It's weird because we've got stay when we're in the courtyard, leave when we're in the dungeon.
And one would be a welcoming place, one wouldn't be. Pretty weird. What's that way?
That way's where we just came.
Okay, so we go down.
Hide now.
Hide now.
I'm not gonna hide. Again, unwelcoming. What or who do we need to hide from? I'm not scared of you.
What?
I just smashed my head really hard. That's the second time I've smashed my head tonight. This one was on concrete. Okay.
We'll watch your head here too because did you hit your head again?
No, I almost.
Okay, ready to proceed?
Is that where we just were?
You mean the stairs we just came from? Yeah.
There's a noise up there as well.
That's where I felt the breath on my neck.
Okay, I heard something up there.
Normally I'd cut these clumsy moments from a video, but you can clearly hear a loud stomp or bang here, which came right from the room where Jared had felt as though someone had blown cold air on his neck.
Whew, this is base camp.
Oh, this looks familiar.
Crap.
There you go, guys. Bit of behind the scenes.
Red Bull cans and Panadols. I just had my last 2 Panadols though. I don't know how I'm going to make it through the night. I've got a big lump on my head. This though is a special room. It's the king's bedroom. Look, it's fancy because we have a special access.
Games.
Games.
Games. You could play games with us, okay? What does that mean? We have a special access though, so ain't no rope gonna hold me back. Also, look at this. 2 sleeping bags on a special bed. We're gonna sleep here tonight. Overnight in Dracula's castle.
Wouldn't be the first castle I've stayed in, but it definitely is one of the more well-known.
We are so lucky to be able to do this, honestly. We got thrown a curveball with the castle today. They muffed something up for us big time. And to compensate, they tried to help us and they said, well, you can sleep here. No one gets to do that except like if you're Nicolas Cage. Okay, games. We're here to play. What you got for us?
You know what's interesting? Like, I feel like we've had a couple of whispers, but we've also had a couple of like kids come through, I feel. And I swear during the interview today, our interviewer did say that people have heard children or women playing and crying and hanging around here.
They definitely believe that there could be some kids in the castle. So that's kind of interesting. I feel like kids always come through for us as well because we are big kids.
Though I don't know if Games was a child though, but...
Scary kid.
Ooh, this room's cool. So remember I said that this was used as a garrison, like a military thing? This is all like weapons and like shields of armor and stuff.
Yeah, the armor looks so freaky on the night vision, Jared. Freaky. It's like you've just got 2 big dudes standing behind you and
Oh, these?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do look sort of... Except this guy looks like he kind of needs to pee. He's like, ooh.
We're now heading over to the opposite side of the castle to explore another tower.
Ooh. Just got a metal spike here maybe?
Can you replicate?
No. And once again, we're in the courtyard as well, like where our interviewer today was saying that he's had some experiences. Ooh.
So we're now walking into a tower that wasn't used for torture, but today it is filled with torture items because it's sort of a medieval torture museum. There's quite a few devices. Apparently they came from Poland, so they are not from this castle. And there's a lot to explore, a lot to see here. Couple things just happened. I walked in to this area where I set up our still camera. I saw something with my eyes. No idea if I was filming in that direction because I was holding just the tripod in the dark. It looked like just movement, a shadow, walking past light. Now there is one exit light in there on a staircase, which I'll show you when we go in. That's where it looked like the movement must have come from based on the light in there.
Stressed.
Yeah.
I would say you're feeling pretty stressed.
I'm stressed. I mean, there's this stressful, look at this freaking torture devices around me. Like, yeah, yeah.
I know that these aren't original to the castle, but with all these devices, it's definitely one of the more creepy parts of the castle.
I am gonna note, I think a lot of them are replicas as well,
Head.
But okay, head.
Ooh. As I enter into this room, I'm getting a magnetic spike. Note that all these walls are stone. That was weird. It's not doing it now.
Okay, come back in. So we have like a lot of rack, just gross torture things in here. Like, yeah, things you don't want to be messing with or have messing with you particularly.
Many of these are like replicas, but there could be a few originals in here. So who knows, some of these might have stories as well.
Now I want to note, this is where I set up the extra angle. And as I was walking through here, I noticed shadow pass through this, sort of like on this wall. There's someone here, obviously then. Okay. Shadow passed through this wall. The only source of light is that exit sign right there on the staircase. So I feel like if there was movement, it's likely come from the stairs.
We've had it stay and stay with me. So we've had like stay-ish sort of words a couple of times around the castle now.
That's interesting.
This response was pretty cool because to me, it almost validated that there was someone around, as I'd earlier thought that I had seen a shadow pass through the light being emitted from the staircase. As I entered this space to set up our wide-angle camera, which I was already recording on, but unfortunately, due to the awkward angle I was carrying the camera at, being attached to a tripod, plus the infrared light glare from the castle's built-in security camera, you can't actually see any shadow movement.
I will stay with you. Can you talk to me?
Voi sta cu tine, poți vorbi cu mine.
You can leave that there to watch the staircase.
Okay.
More tortury things.
Ooh, I don't like the look of that
here. Ugh, they all look nasty, Jared.
There were some cool ones down this end. By cool, I mean interesting. Ones that I hadn't heard of before, like this pyramid thing. What was that used for, Ames?
Well, more like this sort of like impalement. Ugh. Probably shouldn't be describing that on YouTube.
Yeah, that's the way to get demonetized, right? Vlad's favourite form of punishment.
Impalement. It was like a war tactic as much as it was like a torture. You heard tapping over here?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I definitely thought I heard a tap in here then.
Can you make a noise like this?
Oh, what's this one?
I think that's the titty twisters, Jared.
Ugh. Some people might actually like that.
Having now walked through the entire castle, we decided to rig up 2 GhostTube SLS cameras to monitor the walkways around the courtyard, where we'd earlier heard noises, while we focused on another area, the Torture Device Museum, as I had just seen a strange shadow here, which was followed up with the response of, "Stay with me." Here, we decided to leave a still camera to monitor the staircase where the activity seemed to originate from, and as we were setting up, we did capture a cat ball lighting up. But in the next room over, we set up to perform an SD session. This saw me wear noise-cancelling headphones while listening to a spirit box and relaying anything I heard come through, while Jared asked questions I could not hear. Instead of being blindfolded, which is the typical way of performing an SDs, I'd wear GhostTube Lens to digitally scry white noise, which we believe can help one focus their mind and enter a trance-like state easier. In addition, GhostTube would run and could produce imagery based off of environmental readings interpreted by AI. If you'd like to try GhostTube Lens for yourself, we have links below, but now let's jump into investigating.
I Guys, we are currently in the torture room. Amy is just, well, one of the torture rooms. Amy's just putting on Sia right now. She's also going to be listening to an Esther session, so we're doing a double Esther Sia session.
I just hit record on Sia. I don't have the headphones on yet, but I've already got an image.
Ooh. What are you seeing?
A big room, brown, and there's two massive bottles in the room.
Right.
Bottles, like, picture like wine bottle, rum bottle, I don't know. Two big bottles. Okay, I'm going to put these on now, Jared.
Now, obviously, guys, language is going to be a little bit of a barrier, so we're going to be doing our best to translate as best we can. Mona.
Get.
Who am I speaking with?
I just heard a man's voice. This is a big white horse in what looks like a cemetery, and then there's all trees around with like a night yellow tinged sky. Big white horse.
Is this one of the soldiers that was stationed here?
Acesta este unul dintre soldații din stațiile de aici.
To us in this moment, this image seemed a little random, and Jared even follows with a question assuming this image could be linked to a soldier. With a little further research, I have discovered that this image is in fact extremely relevant. Firstly, Queen Marie, the main haunting of Bran Castle, loved horses and was well known for her talent in horse riding.
Here are her two favourite horses, Stan and Bran, whom she treats with all the affection of a true horse lover.
She even had stables built on the grounds of Bran Castle, kept several pedigree horses there at a time, and practiced her favourite sport of riding every single morning around the castle. Not even harsh winters could keep her from riding. Furthermore, in 1886, when Marie was just 11 years old and lived in Malta, which she described as the happiest memory of my existence, she was given a white horse from her mother, which she rode to the local hippodrome almost daily. This makes me think that the white horse could be symbolic of Queen Marie's presence. But I'd also find that there were some burials at Bran Castle, including one of Queen Marie's children, who was interred there for a time, and the heart of the Queen herself, though this has since been relocated. What do you make of this image?
Are you in love with her?
Who are you referring to?
La ce te referi?
Her.
Strangely, we're in the torture room, we're getting like romantic sort of words. Who is she?
Paula?
Can you tell me who she is?
Imi poti spune cine este.
We've also got a stationary camera set up, guys, where Amy saw the figure earlier today with tripwire, cat balls, a whole bunch of stuff on that staircase. Can you tell me who she saw earlier on the staircase?
Kostakli?
Some of these words we're going to have to translate in post-production, guys, so I have no idea what she's saying sometimes. Can you tell me who was on the staircase?
Poți să-mi spui cine era pe
I have another image. It looks like a flat sort of table, and then to my right is a candle, a single lit candle.
Sometimes with these images, I wonder if it's like there's a meaning behind them, like it's more symbolism rather than depicting something that actually happened or was, you know what I mean? What's the significance of the candle? Can you tell me? Are we welcome here?
Suntem bineveniți.
Over there. That sounded British.
British. Oops. I just leant on the door, whoops. That scared the shit out of me. We do have a still camera down there, just monitoring that staircase. Can you tell me how many people are in this part of the castle with us right now?
Poți să-mi spui câți oameni sunt în această parte a castelului cu noi acum?
Move it.
Move it. Where would you like me to go? What do you mean move it? What would you like me to move?
Come or
Do you want me to be in that room?
yeah.
Do you want me to come in the room with her? Guys, I don't know, I feel like maybe got the word come or something, come in, or I don't know. I'm in the room. Is this better? Is this what you wanted? So Amy's just there. Is this what you wanted? Why are you still here?
Zos.
Can you show her what you look like? She saw someone on the staircase earlier. Can you show her what you look like?
Nephew?
Nephew?
It could have been something else though.
Tell me about your nephew.
Alleviate?
Were you a soldier here? Were you held prisoner? Were you a royal? Can you tell me about yourself?
I do think I had a child giggle, like a
That is cool. We've had children come through tonight. Why
now
are children
I'm
here?
seeing a coffin. I'm seeing a white coffin in a grey area. Maybe there's some like dead vines on the floor that the coffin is resting on top of, but it's a pure white coffin.
Tell me about the children.
Badishi or Badish?
Can you show her the children? Tell us about them. What if I just record Amy's voice and see what it translates to? Find out.
Listen.
I'm listening. What do you want to tell me?
Saraki?
Poor her. The translation of what Amy just said was poor her.
I feel like my chair was just creaking on its own.
This string of events was quite interesting. First, hearing a giggle as if a child was around, followed by the image of a coffin. Then when Jared asked about the children, we received the response of suffering, followed by poor her, as if someone is talking about a third person feeling sorry for them. Further to this, I exclaimed that my chair was creaking, and there's some pretty noticeable movement from me at this time.
Why do you feel sorry for her?
Ooh. Now I'm seeing a big eye. There's just a big evil looking eye, like it could be an animal sort of eye. All grey around it, like just a big eye.
I feel like when we walked in we got the word her, and then Amy just said a Romanian word. Amy doesn't speak Romanian, and the translator translated it to poor her. I feel like someone's talking about a woman, or maybe even Amy, I'm not sure.
Oh, I had a very creepy voice then, Jared. I think it said your husband, but...
Ooh. Yeah, I'm her husband. Why are you interested?
Just. It was the same voice. It's like a deep dude.
In this room through here, we've left some devices on the staircase where she saw someone earlier. Can you go up to them and make them light up?
Holy, and again, it was the same man.
Holy, man's voice. So I feel like we're getting some religious words now. Were you a religious person?
Possibly.
Okay, possibly.
In her mind.
I feel like we're getting some English responses. I'm just going to try English for a bit. You keep saying her, like who are you referring to? Are you talking about Amy here sitting on the chair? Or somebody else?
Senyosa. Mocelli.
We're getting someone in the dungeon area telling us to leave earlier. Can you tell us who that was?
More bucket.
I'm not getting any translations. We might have to translate them in the edit room. Can you tell us about, do you feel okay with us being here? Is there anywhere in this castle you'd like us to go because it's huge?
You never know.
What don't I know? Tell me.
I have an image and it's very abstract. It's hard to make out what it is. I would say it looks like intersecting skin, body parts, like could be fingers, could be limbs. It's just a mashup of body parts. There's something blue flashing in the middle every now and then as well. It's just part of how the image is generating, like a blue streak. I can't tell you what that means. I don't know what that is.
That's really weird. Can you tell us maybe about that? What are you trying to depict there? Does it have a meaning?
I think something touched my shoe. My shoelace, maybe.
Did you just touch her? That's giving me Ohio State Reformatory vibes, where something touched Amy. Let me get this translator up out again. Can you tell us about these devices, these machines?
Bent.
Can you tell me about these devices, these machines?
Somnik.
If anyone speaks Romanian and is understanding what Amy's saying, please leave us a comment. Let us know. We will also do our best to try and translate.
I just heard someone like walking on wooden floor, like footsteps on wooden floor.
Felt or heard? I don't know what she said then, but I'm not moving. I'm just standing here. Haven't moved at all. Can you tell us about who was walking up the staircase before? In fact, let's go have a look. I'm gonna leave her for a bit. Guys, I'm just gonna go around here. So if you go up to these devices like this, you can make them light up. So this is the staircase.
Hearing laughter. And now I am seeing an image. It looks almost quite blurry and not formed properly, but I would say it's likely a forest image. I see lots of vertical lines like trees, and it's sort of hazy. I would say it's a forest. There is a lot of forest surrounding here.
So guys, this is still where Amy saw a shadow pass through the light cast by the exit sign. We've left these, I have no idea if they've gone off. This tripwire, hopefully this other camera's picked it up. But Amy described it as like a shadow that passed through that light there. So I was hoping that through this Estes we'd get maybe some inkling of what that was or who that was.
Posh.
Tell us about her.
Getting cold on my back.
Oh, are you touching her?
This is weird. I'm seeing another grey image, but there's another eye. It's just a big eye, big scary looking eye. Honestly, it kind of looks like the opposite eye to what I saw earlier, similar. So it's like now I've seen a pair of somebody's eyes. It's like maybe we're being watched.
I was just thinking that maybe a symbol of I'm watching you, I can see you. Maybe that's what it's meant to represent. Who's watching us?
Ghost.
How original. Ghost.
Did you hear a bang? Is that you?
No, I think the door just rattled, which is weird because it hasn't done it this entire time.
You can come in.
Right.
That didn't happen the whole time?
No, I haven't heard any noises like that this whole time.
Okay, weird.
There it goes again. Let's check. There should be nothing out here. There's nothing there.
Weird. I think for me the weirdest images were the two eyes.
Yeah, was that symbolic of somebody watching us maybe? What are you looking at?
So I just thought I saw movement behind you as well, like.
You're freaking me out, man.
I'm freaking out. Yeah, I feel like there's someone around, like maybe someone watching. And to get those two images is pretty out there because they're so similar.
This ended up being a pretty cool session. I was particularly struck by the two separate images that both depicted eyes in a very similar fashion. I'm not sure of the meaning this could have, but to get such similar responses multiple times left me feeling like it must have had relevance. But it was now time to switch things up, so we made our way over to the secret staircase where we rigged some devices and a still camera, while we ran GhostTube Vox in an attempt to communicate further in the room above. It would be this session that set us up for our most intense and compelling experience at Bran Castle, and just as we were getting ready, we would document a strange noise.
Do you hear something out here then?
Like what?
Like furniture moving or something? Like a chair moving on wood.
No.
Weird.
But I mean, I'm more in the stone than you are.
Did you hear it again?
Yeah, I heard that.
You did hear it that time?
Yeah. Stone than you are.
Did you hear it again?
Yeah, I heard that. Stone than you are.
Did you hear it again?
Yeah, I heard that.
That mic may have heard it.
Bună! Maybe we start in here. So we were just going to start in the secret staircase and run a Vox. But as we're hearing noises in here, I'm going to roll it. Hi, my name is Amy. Can we talk, please?
Bună, numele meu este Amy. Putem vorbi, te rog?
I'm hearing maybe a window over here or something.
I'm hearing rattling, yes.
But you know what though? That's not the noise. Oh, Jesus. The rattling's not what I heard though. I heard like wood moving on wood.
I definitely heard that. We also have a camera in here, so that should have heard it better. I just got high-pitched ringing in my ears.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Alright, is there someone around?
This right here is where we got the word stay earlier.
That was also like a weird breath. And I know this isn't the same area, but you said that you felt like a breath on your back of your neck, right?
Yeah, near the dungeon area, previous dungeon.
Okay, we're back. Another breath.
You had a breath sound come through.
Can you tell me your name?
Poți să-mi spui numele tău?
I want to note the music's kind of interesting because I feel like this would be an area where music is played. I know that Marie's like known for singing, so I guess she liked music, and there's like a piano here too.
Yeah. Also, during the day, when there's tours coming through, in this room they have like classical music playing on a speaker in this very room.
We like your music.
More of it.
Mulțumesc. Thank you. I don't know if it's wind or what, but sometimes I just feel like I can hear voices.
Strangely, I feel like I know what you mean. Like it's windy outside, I can hear the wind, and through the wind I feel like I can hear muffled voices.
Right.
Can we just check out the secret passage, because it is definitely one of the more creepy parts of this castle. Okay. I'm entering this the secret passage here, the secret tunnel. Can you tell me a bit about what it was used for? Was that a direct response? I can't tell. If this is somebody that is responding to me intelligently, can you please light up the devices that we've left on the stairwell? All you need to do is go up to them. you hear someone screaming then?
Oi!
Oh, that scared the shit out of me.
Just checking you're awake. It was like someone screamed at you, like, hey.
Hey!
Although this scream doesn't really register on the audio of our camera within the stone enclosed staircase, a wide-angle lens in the next room over documents it quite well, which makes me think that it must have come from further within the castle.
Is there anyone here? Can you give us a sign?
E cineva aici. Ne poți da un semn?
Can you walk up the stairs? My name is Amy. What is yours? Vlad Tepes? Dracula. Is that you?
No.
Soldiers to the staircase. Shall we dance?
Vom dansa.
What do you think of us?
Zilele.
If I was to be hearing that in English, I thought it just said demon. What do you think of us being here? Demon!
We're not demons, I promise. We're nice.
Again, more music up here. I swear we keep getting music only in this room here. Was this a music room? I don't even know. What room is this? Oh, it is called the music room.
We've had so much music as well.
Wow.
Salonul de Musica. Right, I just assumed because it's kind of big, grand, it's got the piano, but we didn't know it was... Okay.
You know what? That makes all the music responses actually relevant now.
Yeah.
So we like your music. We can hear your music. Can you tell us about who you are? More music. Mind you, that sounded modern though.
Can you come up to these red lights on the floor? If you come up to them, we might know that you're around. It won't hurt you.
It'll create some music, if you can call that music. Very hard on the ears music. Stop singing.
Shut up.
Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh my god.
Do you like our singing?
Thank you.
Clear English. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They like it.
Our
They like
pleasure.
it. That camera got that right. They like it.
Our pleasure.
Thank you. Mulțumesc.
Mulțumesc.
Ha 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 ha. Do it. Oh, I can't do it. So Queen Marie actually likes like music in that.
I guess.
But you know what? What is interesting? With the language barrier, maybe music is a way that they can communicate where there is no language barrier, you know what I mean? Like music is music.
It's universal for sure.
It's universal. Sort of like math.
It was here after we wrapped our GhostTube Vox session and cut 2 of our 3 cameras that we made our most compelling paranormal capture of the evening. Here, Jared left the room to start taking equipment back to our base camp, while I descended the secret staircase to cut the camera resting at the bottom of it. However, when Jared returned, he began to hear something eerie that lined up with our findings of our Vox session in the music room.
Yeah? What? Why? Hang on.
Like we need a camera with microphone audio quick. Can you not hear the music up here?
No.
I'm gonna run down and get a camera.
Uh-huh.
Rolling? Rolling?
Yeah. What is that?
So guys, as we're packing up our spirit box.
Is that our spirit box?
Our spirit box turned on its own, playing classical music. Listen, this is our bag of stuff.
What the frig? What the heck?
It's like violin music and stuff. We're just packing up our cameras and moving on to the next area. And I came to pick up this bag of stuff which has got, you know, cat balls, that stuff in it. And our spirit box is just on a station, loudly, playing classical music.
That's unbelievable.
We're probably going to get copyright strike for like playing the music in our video, but
It might be old enough, I don't know. So Jared left because he was taking things back to base camp. I went down the stairs to pick up our stationary camera at the bottom that was with the tripwire. Like, I've still got it all in my hands. And when he came back, the music had started. So by the time I'd walked down the stairs and back up, it had started playing. It wasn't playing when I went down either. I vouch. Like, and also my body mic has been rolling this whole time because I forgot to take it off. So I reckon you'll hear that it wasn't playing.
you know what's really weird as well? It sort of sounds like Dracula-y music.
Oh my god.
But you know, it is really weird. We're in the music room. It's the creepiest music too. It's the creepiest music as well that's just emanating. I thought you were in the stairwell doing a Patreon video saying I'm playing some trigger music. Honestly, that's what I thought.
No, I didn't think it was a spirit box either. I was like, is there a speaker? Sounds like an speaker. Like, because I know they were playing music in here today, right?
Spirit box speaker.
Well, yeah. Very shit. What's the mask?
If that's not a sign, then I don't know what is.
That's cool. They must like the music in here.
This was really cool for us. We discovered during our Vox session that we were standing within the music room after hearing bursts of music continually break through the audio, and after we had cut to move to another area, our spirit box, which was laying in a bag we were using to take equipment around the castle, had turned itself on and was playing old classical music from a station it was stuck on. It was honestly so cool to see that this area within the castle had formed such a strong bond with music in the past that the spirits ensured it would keep playing here in the present. But it was now time to investigate another area of the castle, so we moved over to the former dungeon prison where Jared had earlier felt as though something had blown on the back of his neck.
Jared, what is this?
I want to suck your blood. I went out and bought this novelty Count Dracula cape today, just for this bit.
When?
Today, I went down to the little market there. That's at the bottom of the castle.
You don't have the teeth though.
Yes, actually, yes, I do. I bought lolly teeth, Dracula lolly teeth.
Oh my god, that is so Jared.
How do I look?
I look so bad.
Alright guys, but in all seriousness, we're going to do a little thermal session and we're going to be using lucid headphones. So I'm going to be wearing these and I'm going to be amplifying all the sounds around us. I've also got the thermal, so there's Amy, looking great. But the reason why I wanted to come to this area is because I felt something on the back of my neck, sort of like something blow on my neck earlier. So I wanted to come back here. This would have been what's known as the dungeon, or like where they held prisoners, right? So
Yeah.
not sure what kind of things we're going to get through. We might also run a GhostTube session again too, given that we've got the language barrier and it's got the, you know, the translations. Let's get started.
Jared, you're totally twinning with Vlad.
Oh, look at us. Selfie. Alright, I'm sure he does not appreciate people wearing capes, but anyway. You know what's really weird?
What?
On the thermal, his mannequin has 0 signature.
Well, he's probably just room temperature. He ain't got no soul.
He definitely ain't living.
So we forgot to bring up a phone to roll GhostTube. I'm going to leave Jared alone in here and go...
No!
Yeah.
This right here is where I got like that breath thing though.
I
And
know.
we got the words leave and go hide or something.
Yeah.
No.
Hide now.
Say.
You'll be with Vlad. You'll be fine.
Go on then. There she goes. I think I can see your underwear through your clothes, Ames.
What?
So we've conveniently left the phone down the stairs. Great. I'm just going to listen and see if I can hear anything. Is that me in the window there? I look like I've got a pot belly. If there's anyone here with me now, can you whisper your name into my ear? I feel like someone was near me today in this hallway. Can you tell me who that was? Ames?
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Your hair looks cold. I feel like I can definitely see some underwear through there.
Oh, don't. Heat. Can I see yours?
Yeah.
I can see a little booty.
Doing this without lights probably not a great idea.
Don't go any further. There's stairs there.
Do you want to go up to where you heard a noise?
What should I do?
Well, whatever you just did then, really. Like, just come up to this device in my hand. You'll be able to make it make noises, words.
I'm hearing that. Okay, that sounded like a door opening or something. Or banging. Just, I don't know what that sounded like. What did it sound like to you? You
Well,
can
the
hear better
lucid
than me.
headphones, you know, you can't tell direction because it's amplifying everything. To me, it sounded like, yeah, a door and maybe some shuffling.
At this point, we decided to follow these noises upstairs to a room we'd earlier seen a display coffin in, which we thought could be related to the earlier seer image that produced a white coffin.
Jesus.
Ooh, I can see the coffin on here.
You can.
Yeah, you can see the coffin on the thermal.
That's weird.
Ugh. So obviously this coffin here is just for the tourists, but you did get a coffin through on Seer.
Yeah, the coffin felt very grand, like pure white as well, like fancy coffin.
I don't think this one's white and I don't think it's fancy. I can't actually tell.
This is creepy Halloween
But you
decoration.
know what though, like AI interpreting the word coffin, coffin can look like lots of different things, you know, lots of different colours. Tell me what you see here, Ames, on the thermal.
Oh my god. Dementor?
If that's not a Dementor, that looks like a Dementor to me. Any Harry Potter
Right.
fans? Shout out.
We continued exploring this area for quite some time, yet did not pick up anything of further interest. So we decided to venture back to the music room to try some different experiments, as this was the place we'd felt we had our best interactions of the night. Here, Jared would wear GhostTube Lens while running GhostTube SEER, and also kept the Lucid headphones recording in the hopes of hearing EVPs live in the moment.
And we could not resist coming back to the music room because honestly, we had our favourite or most compelling interactions in here through GhostTube Vox and then through the Spirit Box, which was switched on by itself.
Do you want me to start?
Yep.
All right, I'm running a SEER session. Got my Lucid headphones on so I can hear everything. I'm recording. All right, here we go. Come on, Queen Marie, show me what you got. Or whoever, it might not have been Queen Marie, whoever was in here with us before, who seemed to like music.
Can you walk up to this man and describe something to him, please?
Oh, I'm actually seeing something.
What's a mask?
I feel like I'm seeing like a few little houses or, you know, huts like in a village. A woman or a priest or someone or a monk or something with like a purple gown on. It's sort of a shawl covering their head, standing in front of it.
Okay.
It looks like the little buildings in this little village are maybe like under construction, or they're made out of wood, I can tell you that, and they look like they're either under construction or they've been damaged, and there's like a monk, priest or priestess sort of in a purple gown standing in front of them.
So the castle is surrounded by the village of Bran. So there's been dwellings and inhabitants here for hundreds of years at the base of the castle. So perhaps it could be relevant. I don't know significance of the colour purple or robes like that. So that'll be something interesting to research. Can you show me something from this castle? I heard a whistle then.
Oh, I thought maybe I heard that too, actually.
It was sort of just like... You know what? I'm actually going to sit on the floor because I feel like I keep creaking this thing. Guys, I also just ran on GhostTube Original. Just curious if we get any other words or responses through. Maybe that is easier for people to talk to us with.
I've got an image here of two people wrestling, like picture like sumo wrestlers, but they're not big. They're just like in like sort of minimal clothing. Maybe a cape actually. Maybe one of them actually has a cape, but they're like wrestling with one another. There might be some maybe weapons on the ground, like some wooden things on the ground.
Fighting.
And it's gone. Yeah, maybe fighting.
I mean, we've mentioned multiple times this was a military base, really, this castle.
Yeah.
It could just be the AI's depicting it a bit funny. Can you repeat after me? Okay, I'm going to do an easier one. Can you repeat after me?
I really want to see something though that can pair with that the music that we got earlier. Like if someone can maybe show me an instrument or the type of music that they liked. Oh, got an image. Seeing blue. Oh, I'm seeing like a blue gem or emerald surrounded by gold. It might not even be blue anymore, it's sort of changing colour, but I'm seeing like a gold crown.
There's a crown in the castle.
Yeah, in the king's bedroom where we're going to be sleeping, right?
Yeah.
I'm seeing a crown made out of gold. The blue gem's not blue anymore, it's gone, so it's sort of morphed. So ignore what I said about the blue gem, but like I'm seeing definitely clear now a gold crown. That is amazing.
Oh my god. Okay, what's the mask?
What's the mask, all right? Yeah, I'm seeing a crown. I should probably pay attention to what else in the picture. Just an archway in the background.
That could be like showing us, hey, this is something to focus on or go here, or could be showing something, you know, important to them, and there was royal people that lived and inhabited the Bran Castle for a long time.
With this final image, we thought it was time to head back towards the crown displayed in the king's room, which was actually where we had planned to sleep. But just as we made it there, we heard an extremely loud noise emanate right from that same room.
We're going to roll on this camera because we just heard a weird noise come from the king's room while we were getting camera set up.
Sounded like just something hit the bed or whatever, right?
Yeah, it sounded like wood on wood.
Yeah, like it was loud. Right from where we're sleeping, next to the crown jewels, which, I mean, we got the image of a crown on CF, so.
It sort of looked like that, sort of. It didn't have the long, it didn't, what's that thing called?
Scepter?
Yeah, it didn't have the scepter, but still.
Great.
With dawn fast approaching, we now set up to spend some time sleeping over in Dracula's castle to see if we could document any further activity while not actively reaching out.
So you're rolling on them, right?
Yeah. Cool. My pod went off. Great, and it was on my side. This is the stingiest frickin' sleeping bag I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, they're pretty.
This is the worst sleeping bag. Okay, King, are we gonna play some games?
Oh yeah, we got the word games in here, didn't we?
Yeah. Play away. Tapping out here.
Oh, footsteps, I thought. Let me just listen. I heard that as well. Definitely heard that.
Yeah. It's all happening. No,
It's all happening now that we've stopped investigating.
If we're just quiet, like.
Yeah, like furniture moving.
Buona.
Oh. Oh. That went me up too, and I just pulled a muscle in my freaking back. What was that?
I don't know. Oh. Oh. It's a bang.
Bang.
Mm-hmm.
Keepers, thank you so much for tuning into AmysCrypt. Tonight, Jared and I are investigating Corvin Castle. This is one of the most magnificent places we have ever visited in the world, and I must also mention one of my favourite castles from any country.
We're starting to lose light, we've got the castle to ourselves, the moon is out, not quite a full moon, but getting there. So this is a time when the vampires come out, so we're all excited, we're all ready to go.
So we've been doing a lot of filming in Romania, we've visited a lot of places with ties to the real life Dracula, Vlad Tepes, hence the t-shirt, and yes, this place does have some ties to him.
The whole Vlad Tepes Dracula stuff aside, we've got bear pits, we've got torture dungeons here, there are a lot of really creepy places in this castle.
There's also a lot of very interesting history, folklore, and a lot to explore at this place. There are so many different areas, and I can't tell you how excited I am to investigate here. I need to make a new bucket list after this. I'm ticking too many places off.
I don't know what Amy's got planned tonight, but I'm sure she's got a few things up her sleeve. I have no doubt in my mind that I'm going to be drawing the short straw.
But I'd be lying if I said some of the places here don't freak me out a little and scare me, so stay tuned.
This could be Romania's most haunted castle, a beautiful sight straight out of a fairy tale, but for some, this fortress has been more likened to a nightmare. For Corvin Castle has been the site of horrific torture, executions, betrayal, and even gruesome death inflicted by wild animals.
This castle starts as a very small fortress in the 13th century. So in the 1400s, as a royal castrum, we call it. Most of this castle was built by John of Nadar in the 15th century, between 1440 and 1452. So most of the constructions are done in the Gothic style, which is really spectacular. Most of the towers are built by him as a defensive mechanism, but also he turns the fortress into a castle. So he builds the chapel, he builds the Great Hall, he builds the civilian spaces, like kitchens, bedrooms, stuff like that. Then his son, still in the 15th century, builds some elements of the castle. His son was Matthias Corvinus, and he was elected king of Hungary. So that is a very important owner that we had here. And then the next owner of the castle that made a fingerprint here was Gabriel Bethlen, who was a prince of Transylvania. So along the time, this castle was owned by 23 family, which means a lot of people made modifications or alterations to the monument. I think that the most tragic thing that happened here was in 1854, of course, Friday the 13th of April, when this castle was struck by lightning and it burned. But it burned for 2 weeks, and this is when we lost absolutely everything that could burn that was flammable. So that means the castle was ruined for a while, but then it was restored again. The restoration works still continue to this day. We do have some stories, or maybe call them legends, or maybe call them little gossips or whispers in the night about some ghosts that we have, or some strange things that happen here, or maybe some people that were killed or tortured. So of course, like all the castles in this world, we do have a dungeon. There's some peasants that forgot to pay their taxes, or some peasants that rebelled. Do you guys know the term hajduk? That is a very Slavonic, I think, term, which means highwaymen. Yeah, that's the equivalent in English, highwaymen. The area that we call today the bear pit was used to house bears. 10 peasants every day were thrown at the bears to be eaten alive, which I very much doubt. That means you lose your workforce. But if somebody did something illegal, or if somebody needed to be punished by death, you would throw them at the bears to be eaten alive. Or the bears would be released if ever an enemy would come to attack the castle. They would help to protect the castle as well.
But the castle is also well known for its ties to Vlad Tepes, better known as Vlad the Impaler, or the real-life inspiration for Dracula. In fact, Corvin Castle has a stronger claim to the title of Dracula's castle than others who use this name, for Vlad is known to have actually spent time here, with some rumours existing that this was the place he developed his insatiable bloodlust, and where he was imprisoned in a small dungeon beneath the floor of a grand hall, though his actual imprisonment has been debated.
Vlad the Impaler, or Vladislav II's ties to Transylvania and to this castle were through John of Fenedora. Remember I told you about the guy that built some of, or most of the castle. We do know that he was one of John of Fenedora's protégés. Right before he died, John of Fenedora sent a troop of mercenaries to help Vlad gain his throne in Wallachia. So we know he was in his entourage, he was his protégé, he was a prince of Wallachia. He would be here quite a lot, maybe partying, maybe, talking to his mentor, learning how to do battle, how to rule a country. His legend grows and he became a bloodthirsty monster. Okay, a vampire, why not, according to some people. Maybe he spent some time here as a myth, why not? And there is a legend that says that Vlad Tepes spent some time here as a prisoner of John of Fenedora, and we do have a space under a floor, like a dungeon, like a prison room, where, according to legend, he spent some time there, cursing his fate and impaling mice. That is, it's a very powerful legend that we cannot change that. I don't think we'll ever be able to change people's minds about that particular space.
Needless to say, this castle has a long history of hauntings. The ghost of Anna, a woman tortured and then beheaded in the courtyard, remains. Then there is a spirit of a monk walled up alive within a tower, while many others' souls seem to have been trapped within this stone castle fortress.
I think it's 1920s or so. There's a bunch of journalists that want to spend the night because they are looking for ghosts. The second day they report they're very, very scared, and they report really strange noises, chains rattling, furniture flying off, chairs were being destroyed, wooden chairs were being destroyed, and they actually felt a very malevolent presence. Something was really, really dark that was going on. And then the next night they came back and nothing happened. So that was also very weird for them. If you ask the guards that spend the night here in the castle, they will report sometimes some strange lights float around, or maybe some noises, or maybe some throwing the door closed, or maybe sometimes like in the corner of your eyes you would see a woman dressed in white who's not supposed to be there. All kinds of presence.
With so many ghost stories swirling about Corvin Castle, we couldn't help but investigate these claims for ourselves, and our findings would be some of our most chilling to date. So if you're ready to take on the most haunted medieval castle in Romania with us, hit like, subscribe, and let's kick things off.
Jared!
We made it!
Oh my god, we wanted to start out here because this is just very special for Jared and I. Look. We have this whole castle to ourselves.
It's like a castle from a Disney movie. It is probably the grandest castle we've ever investigated.
And the legends here are so creepy.
Yes, it has a lot of ghost stories. I'm really, really, really excited to investigate this one.
Also guys, make sure you are liking and subscribing because we have so much content coming. It's unbelievable, just like this place.
I think we should get started. We've got a lot to cover. This place is huge. There's so many stories, so many ghost stories to cover. Let's get in there.
We're gonna have to split up at some point.
I knew it.
So we're locked in?
Let me check. We're locked in.
That's some big ass door there. But we have the castle to ourselves now. We just did a really good interview. I feel like I learned a lot about this place that separates myth from fact and history, which we can talk about as we go through, but I am so keen to investigate.
This place is humongous. There are so many rooms. I don't think we're going to be able to cover the whole lot tonight, but we're going to do our best. Rolling the old ghost tube.
I just hit roll on GhostTube. We do have the Romanian language set up, but there would have been so many languages spoken here.
When in Rome, mania.
Righto, Jared. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is epic.
Oh my God, you don't even need night vision. I can see the grandness of this castle already. Fun fact, if you've seen our video from a few years ago at this place, you will know that this is also where they filmed part of The Nun, the movie The Nun, you know, that horror movie?
And it's a spectacular filming location. They have filmed a number of movies here, other than The Nun too. But actually, one of the most prominent ghost stories, which I only found out about tonight, centers on this courtyard. And it has to do with a rather brutal decapitation.
Anna Candy was married to the owner at the time of the castle. We're talking about the Turk family. We're talking the 1520s. After a while being married, she became bored, and so she decides to take a lover who was the captain of the guards. But she makes the mistake of actually falling in love with this guy, and she makes the mistake of actually writing him little letters, little Dear Johns. One day, the owner of the castle comes back a little bit early than expected, and he actually sees a page boy going out of the lady's room with a bunch of papers, and among those papers there were these little love notes that Anna wrote to her lover. The husband formally accuses Anna of adultery, which was apparently quite a serious crime at the time. If you're very, very lucky, you end up in a monastery as a nun. If you're very unlucky like Anna, you end up like her. Officially, Anna denies the accusation, so she's taken to the torture or the executioner's room, and she was pressed into that, what we call today the chair of Judas, which is a normal chair with hundreds of spikes. And so she's pressed in that chair, and after several seconds she says that she has a declaration to make. So she says that yes, she did commit adultery because she was not minded by her husband. So the husband drags her by her hair into the yard where the execution space was. He asks the executioner to decapitate her with his sword. It does happen. So she's decapitated and she's left lying there. Then the master's hunting dogs start to eat her. 3 days after the event, they just gathered the pieces and tossed her in a pit, not in a consecrated ground because she was such a great sinner. And because the circumstances of her death, she's still here. She hangs around waiting for her captain of the guards to come and rescue her. But what she didn't know was that her lover was being drawn and quartered. So he was tied to 4 horses, and the horses were made to run, and he was dragged all around the area for kilometers, for miles. No, apparently he is not here, but Anna is still around.
But we also have another rather interesting story that centers here on this well. So this well is quite famous for the castle, and it has to do with a betrayal and murder of 3 Turkish prisoners.
So you also know that John of Nadara fought a lot against the Ottoman Turks, who were the enemy at the time. So after one of his really successful battles against the Turks, John of Nadara brings here 3 prisoners, and he promises them that if they dig this well and if they actually find the water, he would release them. So of course the Turks dug for water, but they did it for 15 years. 30 meters deep, they actually reached the water, but in the meantime, John had died, and his wife decided not to release the prisoners, but even more, to behead them. They said that the Turks wrote a message on a piece of stone. In Romanian, it's Apa ai inimă nai. It also rhymes. It's like reproach that they did their job, but they were not released.
Digging a well for 15 years, I can't think of a worse punishment. I think I'd rather die.
Well, in the end, they literally dug for that long and then they did die. It's really not fair.
One of the reasons I really like this story though is because there are still remnants of the story that show that it's actual factual as well. It's not just myth.
Yeah, so we have a little inscription up on the wall just over here. Basically says something along the lines of, now you have water, but you have no soul. But in more recent years, they also found an inscription, apparently, which I didn't know until tonight, that was down the well that one of those Turkish prisoners allegedly must have carved into the stone there.
Let me get a good proper look at this. There it is. They've got a little arrow pointing to it. Obviously I can't read it because it's in Turkish, right? You may have water, but you have no soul or heart or whatever it is. You know what? It's actually a really deep well as well. The well? There, you can see a little spot at the end there.
Well.
I know, it's really deep. They did a good job.
Well, they hit water. They didn't think they would, but they did. It's like an impossible task that they're like, yeah, they'll never get that done.
So are there any myths or legends, or is it believed that their spirits haunt this area?
I don't know about them actually haunting the area, but you think a death like that, a kind of betrayal, like unfinished business, I'd bloody haunt here. I'd be pissed.
Yeah, maybe it leaves like an imprint or something like that. Whoa, best view in the house. And it's all out. Whoa, look at my shadows up there.
What?
I cast like 2 shadows. That is creepy. Sorry.
You know what? What's up here is probably maybe even worse than the well story. This, Jared, is the bear pits. So if we look up, beautiful, magnificent, spectacular, gorgeous castle. But down here, pits of hell. Just walk a bit further to it. Cat.
Cat?
That's random because we were literally talking about cats earlier.
We were. I don't think it was on camera though. Yeah, we were talking about cats earlier for some reason. I don't even know how we got into the topic, but we were actually told that there was there's a generation of cats and one recently passed away.
That like live and are related to this castle, yeah. It's like someone was listening to us.
Maybe the spirits are upset about the cat's passing, but maybe not, because wouldn't the cat join the ghost world? I don't know. I don't know how it works. Anyway, the bear pits. If you didn't pay your taxes or you're arrested for committing some crime, you could be thrown in the bear pits. You literally were put in this pit down here with a bear, and that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think you're f***ed. You go toe to toe with a bear. Down here, look at this tiny little space. You are not coming back out in one piece. You're probably coming out in the bear poo.
I'm assuming this ladder also wasn't there back in the day.
No, there's no doors down there either. I think once you're in, you're in. But this is just one layer of the dark history here, the torture, like the history of being like a prison, a jail, I guess. The frickin' bear pit.
Yeah. You know what as well? I get the feeling, this might not be true, but I get the feeling with all of this walkway around the bear pits as well, it was probably somewhat of a spectacle.
People would watch, you reckon?
Maybe.
Oh,
they
God.
did in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, didn't Jaime Lannister and Bran go against a bear?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at the moon, Jared.
Oh, it looks cool. I actually got a good shot of the moon earlier. Overlay. See? Looks really good.
We're now making our way over to the castle's chapel, which is actually quite beautiful. This is so cool. And we've never been able to come down here before. We've only ever been able to go along the balcony at the top. So to get down here is really cool. And as I mentioned, it's quite beautiful, but I have heard stories of the doors here opening and closing on their own. So I don't know if there could be some kind of energy or anyone around.
Can I do a door test to see if the door opens and closes automatically? So if I open it,
Right.
oh, it sort of closes. Okay.
That wouldn't open though, surely.
If it opened, it would be more impressive, put it that way.
But we do have another area here that is said to be haunted that involves, I guess, a religious aspect, in particular a monk.
Thirsty.
You're thirsty. Interesting that.
You and I both. It is hot.
Obviously, like, it is hot. I would say thirst could definitely be related to, say, prisoners.
Yeah, like maybe, yeah, you're hungry or thirsty. Dracula fans are probably going to be like, thirsty for blood. But I don't think that's the case.
Heck yes. We're now going to make our way through the castle and head towards what is known as the Capistrano Tower.
Grandmother!
Grandmother.
Unde este?
Where is it? It's like they're talking amongst themselves. Not gonna lie, the stairs, the heat, the humidity, it is killing me. Struggling.
Me too, yes. It's really hot and I am thirsty.
You know, coming up the stairs, we had the word grandmother, and then another response as we walked up more stairs saying, where is it? And I don't know, I get the feeling that spirit's talking amongst themselves, but I don't know why I feel that way. Where we are now is the council hall, so important conversations would have taken place here. It's also architecturally chef's kiss. It is really beautiful in here too, but it does kind of connect to and tie into the legend of the Capistrano Tower.
Giovanni da Capistrano, who was a Franciscan friar, who actually did his job as a priest in the chapel, they say. And he was also John of Nodora's friend and actually a confessor. His little room was inside the tower that we call today the Capistrano Tower. And they also, the legend says that there's a like a hole, like a funnel in the wall, and if you place your ear right next to that, you can hear whatever is discussed into the council hall. And if ever John of Hunadara was not present during his nobles' meetings, the priest was, listening in for him. And he would report whatever was happening in the council to his master. If the master never liked whatever was reported, then he would chop off the noble's ears or maybe in the nose. Or he would mark them as a liar or somebody that cannot be trusted and then send them away.
I'm not sure how.
Again, I just feel like they're talking amongst themselves and it's like, they don't know how to use this.
Do you want me to translate you?
Yeah. Come close to my hand and use your energy. You might be able to talk to us.
Apropie-te de mâna mea și folosește-ți energia, s-ar putea să ne poți vorbi.
We're now walking up to the Capistrano Tower. It's quite pretty in here.
You know what's weird? False memory. We visited here 5 years ago, right? I thought this fireplace was there.
You know what, this fireplace is interesting. Last time we were here, we picked up a really weird voice that almost sounded like a whispering EVP. Because we were here in the day, I can't say it wasn't a tourist, but I do recall there were some people who commented on it who are actually from Romania and said, hey, I think it sounds like someone saying darkness, or it's dark, something along those lines. And it was sort of as I dipped my camera to look in this very fireplace. Gross and spooky.
So from memory, yeah, I think we thought we heard something in English, but then it was just sounded like that, right? But it may have been a Romanian translation. That's pretty cool as well, given the story of this place, or the myths and legends at least.
So there is a legend about a monk, where we were told the monk, who was actually of historical importance, right, could listen into the council chamber from this room. Like they could actually listen to the conversations that were happening down in the council hall. But the legend is that a monk was eavesdropping on the people in the council hall, got caught out, and then walled up inside this tower, and people see their ghost.
So that's more than myth, but I mean, who knows? He definitely was, historically, this room could have been used to listen in on the council, so it's possible.
Yeah, I don't know how or what was used, like press the ear up against to hear down. That is very fitting.
What did it say?
Trapped. That
Trapped.
is very fitting. If you're walled up in a castle, which is like a very traditional like ghost story type thing, being walled up in a castle wall, right?
That is freaky actually. You know what's weird? It sort of reminds me of the story at the Tower of London as well, when the two young boys
princes,
walked up in the wall. That is crazy that came through.
And because we just happened to be up here talking about it as well. Like you can come back up to my hand. Fire.
Fireplace?
Also, this place did burn down. It was struck by lightning and burnt for like 2 weeks.
I feel like we're getting much more relevant responses in this room.
Yeah, I'm interested in this room. Also, there's this like little walled up area in here. I'm not saying that's where the skeleton of a monk will exist, but maybe that's where legends come from, you know?
They said that the monk was able to listen in on the council meetings, right? It's curious that this wall here actually this wall backs onto the council hall, and there's like a little seating area here. I wonder if this has something to do with that, like maybe this is where he would sit while he listened, or...
Yeah, you hold that. Bună.
Bună. Would you like to take a seat with me? Have a little bit of a listen.
We're now going to walk through the courtyard once again, which of course has a very prominent ghost story.
Ooh.
This is actually such a cool but creepy art installation.
Ugh.
I feel like this one's my favorite.
Do you want to go through in there?
Oh.
What?
What the? Courtyard.
It just said courtyard?
Yeah.
No way.
You just said it. It didn't say the English, but it was like Corte, which is Romanian for courtyard.
Interestingly, the courtyard holds a significance too, with the story of Anna.
This was a rather unexpected but very relevant response to collect just as we were passing through the courtyard. But without much else happening, we moved on to what is known as the Hall of Knights.
I think this is my favourite room, to be honest. The Knights Hall. These arched ceilings and all the weapons and armour. Little candle holders. It's so cool.
Candelabras.
Yeah. That echo.
Hello. Do you think I would fit into this armour? Like, I wouldn't say I'm a big guy, but in movies, the soldiers that wear armour are always really big guys. But I don't know, I reckon I could fit in that.
Sure, so could I though. I reckon I could fit that axe in my hand. Yeah. You know what's in this room?
I actually don't. I actually can't believe it.
We gotta go in there. We're actually allowed to. Actually makes me a bit worried to go in there, to be honest. It's that trapdoor over there. Under. So what is under here? A little basement room with a lot of legend tied to it, actually. I don't think anyone's really investigated this place for many, many years. No one goes down here, allegedly. Like, I think the last person down there was like Zach Bagans during their Romania special, I don't know how many years ago. I'm gonna go in though.
The basement I speak of here has gained infamy, as many believe it was used as a prison cell for Vlad Tepes, better known as Vlad the Impaler. It's said to be the place he grew mad in poor conditions, feasting on the blood of rats to survive and developing his lust for cruelty. Historically, it seems unlikely Vlad was actually held here, but the stories prevail, and many say this is quite a paranormally active location, which I personally had to see for myself.
Is that bird poo I see?
That is a lot of pigeon shit.
Are you sure you want to go down there?
No. Is this attached? Oh, there's all cobwebs too. Oh my god. How am I going to do this? There's literally nothing here I want to touch. There's a bird down here. I don't know. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god.
What's down there?
Oh my god. Oh!
What?
I have to get out.
Why?
There's pigeons. This is the scariest thing I've ever done in my life.
You're right down there?
I don't really like it. I'm gonna have a freak out. Don't move. Is that you moving?
Yeah, sorry, I'll stop.
This is where I just crawled down because I want to show everyone. What did that say?
Prisoner.
No.
Or it could also be about, I mean, right next to this hall is also that dungeon torture area we haven't been to yet as well.
This is a dungeon through this brick here. I feel like I'm shaking as well. Let me show you though. Sorry, I keep trying to show. Okay, there's this ruined ledge here. And then there's a drop. Oh my god, something's touching the back of my hair.
What?
Something's touching the back of my hair. Oh, I can't move. I think I'm paralysed in fear. This isn't, I don't think this is paranormal, this is birds, guys. There's literally a bird here. And there's one, I don't know, it's blending in, but there's another one over here. There's at least two down here with me. Or maybe it's up there. What's that? I'm also in pitch black. Yep, it's looking at me. I think I need to get out.
Alright, do you want me to help you out?
Oh, hang on. I'll just show you one more thing. This is probably how the birds get in. This is the exterior of the castle, so that's a sheer drop out there.
Just for reference, here's where I was standing at this point in time.
I don't think I can get out. I feel like I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. give me some hand sanitizer. Stat. Jared needs to close that hole for good, forever. It's heavy. Well, that was weird because the responses we got, I feel like something touched the back of my hair down there, but I am very scared of birds, so I just crawled into a hole that had at least 2 pigeons in it. And I know that sounds stupid to most people, but it was very scary for me. Like, I feel like if they just flapped, like, they would just come at me and they couldn't get out, and I couldn't get out. I need to move away from now.
I feel like guys, Amy's been going on about this bloody hole and that she really wants to go in there. As soon as we open the door, all the birds, I'm actually pretty proud of you. I thought you were going to back out.
I feel like crying. And I feel very tense, like my whole chest, like my heart is very tense.
I feel like this whole trip you've been like, I want to go in there, only Zach Bacon's been in there, no one else has been in there.
Well, I did it, but now I want to cry. I don't want to do anything else.
Check off that box. You know what though? So while you were down there, I got the word prisoner. It's interesting because I guess that is actually a good segue into the dungeon area.
Let's go.
The holding cells and the actual torture area.
Surprisingly, I feel safer there. So let's go. This, Jared, you read that?
The dungeon, Borderton? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Whoa. Whoa!
I nearly joined the ghosts of the castle.
Amy nearly died in the dungeon. True story.
Anyway, this is a suspended prisoner in chains inside a massive cage. And they did jail people here, so this is horrific to see, you know?
Can I just say, I mean, this guy's hanging from chains. Is the cage really necessary?
I don't think this bloke is going anywhere.
This is only half of it though, right?
Oh, there's so much to see.
There's another half.
I actually get more vibes in this side. Do not know why. I mean, it does have a lot more implements to inflict pain and suffering, literally, what torture dungeons are for. And a few mannequins. You gotta have the mannequins in your dungeon, right? Look at this.
Oh, I've seen this one before. I actually reckon we've seen this. Maybe Bran had a replica of this as well. Except they had wood in their replica. This has actually got the metal spikes. So you would be sitting on metal spikes.
That is what we were told Anna was tortured in to get her confession of adultery to.
That's one thing I never really understood about like torture confessions. It's like, I feel like with enough pain and torture, anyone will confess to anything.
That's why we've got court of law these days.
Amen to the modern justice system, that is for sure. This is pretty cool. I don't know if this is an original or a replica, but it looks pretty good. And I've seen a few of these.
Yeah, some of this looks legit. You want to go down this dark hole first?
Yes. I'm actually not scared about what's down here because I've been down here. I'm more scared about falling because the steps are really narrow. Oh no, Ames.
What?
There's a bird feather down here.
No, don't say it.
Dun dun dun!
Ugh, not pleasant. How's it hanging though? Bona? Is anyone just gonna be like, hello, I'm being tortured?
Yeah, I don't think they'd be overly happy. Should I get the translator out? Hello, my name is Jared and this is Amy. Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us?
No.
Bună, numele meu este Jared și aceasta este Amy.
It said Iragu. That was all it said though, so I'm going to assume that is a name.
Yeah, on GhostTube the translation feature, if there's no translation, normally it's a name, so that must be like a male or a female name or something.
Just as we began to reach out, we received a response that is a traditional name in Romania, with the name's origins meaning earth worker or farmer. Kind of interesting considering we were in a dungeon where peasants would have largely been punished.
It's kind of like it was saying hello to us and like, here's my name.
It was before the translation read out what we said, but yeah, maybe they did understand what we said.
Here's the thing, guys. A lot of people say you need to reach out to the ghosts in their specific language. But then on the flip side, there's a belief that ghosts can transcend language and communicate just via energy. And from our investigations, we've investigated a lot of places all around the world. We've had direct responses in English, but we've also had responses come through in the native tongue that viewers on my YouTube channel have helped us to translate, which is always awesome. And even on some of our past investigations here in Romania, we've used the translate feature to kind of pull a bit more meaning out of what was said and translate in the moment. And it's meant something.
Is that your name, Iaragu? Thank you. Let me get this translator out again.
Mulțumesc.
Can you tell us how long you've been down here for?
Ne poți spune de cât timp ești aici?
Can you tell us what was your crime?
Ne poți spune care a fost crima ta?
That just said threat. I just asked what was your crime and it said threat.
Maybe they want to threaten us. Maybe they were threatening someone. Maybe this is a freaking threat. Look what's going on here.
Again, I asked in English and we got that response before the translation had read out my question in Romanian.
It's interesting. Leave a comment what your beliefs are around the paranormal and language barrier.
With responses now falling flat in the dungeon, we moved back upstairs to the Capistrano Tower, where a monk is said to haunt after being enclosed alive within the castle's walls. Here, we'd perform an Estes, seeing Jared wear noise-cancelling headphones while listening to a spirit box and relaying what he hears come through, while I ask questions he couldn't hear. Additionally, Jared would wear GhostTube Lens to digitally square visual white noise to further induce a trance-like state. If you'd like to try out Lens for yourself, check the links below, but now, let's jump into investigating.
Ready?
Ready? Hello, my name is Amy.
I don't know.
What don't you know?
It's here.
What's here? Can you talk to me using this man?
Poți să vorbești cu mine folosind acest om.
Just two.
Who? My name is Amy, this is Jared.
Can you talk?
Yes? Come and talk to me, please.
Here, for context, you're about to see a hand gesture Jared makes to me, indicating he has heard a foreign response, which I must then translate using my phone. We've since figured out an easier way to conduct sessions like this, but for this video, we did our best.
Ipara.
That means it's rare. He just said it's rare.
Here, I decided to swap over some of our cat balls to test if one was faulty, as it was continuously flashing.
Now guys, I am gonna...
He.
I
just felt something run up to me.
That would just be me. I'm not very good at the translate thing, guys.
Perfect.
Oh, I am good, thank you. I'm trying my hardest.
I'll make you.
You'll make me what? I just swapped that cat ball and it's going off again. That confirms there's something there to me. Can you light up another ball, please?
Poți să aprinzi o altă minge, te rog.
Shut valley.
That means barley shot. It could be trying to say something shot, you know? That same ball was going off. That's quite interesting. Can you go to the red light, please?
Mulțumesc.
And what's a mesc? That means thank you. I know that one. Bună. Is somebody here trapped? Are you trapped?
Ești prins în capcană.
Fanzo.
Slot.
I thought there was supposed to be a holy man here.
Vlad put.
Vlad can.
I feel like he might not have said Vlad necessarily, but it's so interesting that the phone has heard Vlad. Obviously there is ties to Vlad here. Do you know Vlad Tepes?
El año.
Melanie.
Again, it heard that as a name.
Two of us.
Two of us.
We are here.
Is there a monk here?
Este vreun călugăr aici.
Which one?
Oh, it's almost like which one of the two that is here is the monk.
Here.
So my name is
Bona.
Amy. This is Jared. Bona.
Bona.
Hi.
I know Bona. Can you walk up to any of these lights on the floor here? They won't hurt you. If you go up to them, they'll make noise. Light up pretty colours.
Dear God,
Can you pray for me? Please don't be afraid to talk to us.
you should.
Vă rog, nu vă fie frică să vorbiți cu noi.
No.
Look at him.
No. Don't be afraid to talk to us, please. I am a friend.
Sunt un prieten.
What do we look like to you?
Cum vă arătăm?
I can hear.
Same position, couple. Okay, you can hear me. Excellent.
Here.
Who's here?
I'm near.
Who is this? You're near? Near him or me?
It's under.
What is under? Oh,
Soloi.
Hall.
that means hall. Oh my god. Mulțumesc.
You're welcome.
Wow, that.
Postratium.
Christian Post.
Okay, this is getting really weird all of a sudden. What's under? And then it answered me, hall, which is literally like part of the legend. They were listening into the council hall, which is under. And then he said something in Romanian, which translates to Christian Post. Not sure of the religion. They say monk or like a holy man would have been up here. I don't know if that would be Christian.
This string of words was incredible. We'd received the response, it's under, followed by the Romanian word for hall, which is correct given the council hall is directly beneath us, which is where the monk is said to have listened in on nobles before getting walled up to die. Then Jared answers me after thanking him by saying, you're welcome, before stating Christian Post. I'm not sure what this refers to, but given the religious connections, it was interesting.
Who? What?
Dracula.
Dracula.
No.
No, okay. Don't Dracula.
Chucky.
Chucky. Okay, some of these words we're not being able to translate, whether that's Jared's poor pronunciation.
Vlad.
Vlad Dracula, Sepesh.
Coming. You're stupid.
Thanks.
12:8.
Is Vlad here?
Vlad este aici.
This is weird.
Leave.
Are you telling me to leave or do you want to leave?
Liech.
Bats.
Are there bats here? Liech. Jared will think that's weird because he hates bats. Also Dracula. Okay. Are you a vampire?
Are we
Yeah.
good now? So did that experiment work? The whole translation thing?
You're going to think it's pretty weird.
This had certainly been an interesting session, with a mix of responses in English and Romanian, but we now decided to move back towards the courtyard, where we felt drawn to earlier in the night. Plus, we really wanted to attempt to connect with Anna, but we'd also invite our guide to join us and help with translations, as we'd been having some difficulty keeping a conversation flowing. In addition, we'd also set up a GhostTube SLS camera near the well to monitor for figures and other activity in this space.
So guys, we thought that we would investigate the courtyard hard now because obviously there's that story of Anna, but we found out from Delia, who works here, that there's a skeleton that has been found here. Can't conclusively say it is Anna, but there is some interesting things about this skeleton, right?
Yeah, we did an archaeological excavation outside the castle ground. So it's definitely not in a cemetery. We do not know that if ever there was a cemetery in that area. And we found a skeleton without the head. As an archaeologist, I will never be able to tell you that we found Anna because we have absolutely no proof. That's just some series of coincidences. But it is a skeleton not in a cemetery without anything, so as we call inventory, as in buttons or jewelry or coin that would accompany the soul, as the Christians think. In my experience, I think, again, not scientifically proven because I was not able to do any measurements or stuff. It looks a female skeleton, so that is another coincidence. It looks like a mature one, maybe 40 or 50 years old. So, but also some post-mortem marks on the bones, some staining on the bones. So that means maybe it was buried without a casket or something. It is a very strange. Again, I cannot confirm that is Anna, but the circumstances are very weird for that skeleton. It's definitely a historical one, so we did not stumble into a murder scene or something more gruesome. So that is quite interesting, and we are looking forward to actually analyzing that skeleton with the forensic anthropologist to do some testing, maybe some DNA, maybe. So maybe we will sometime in the near future we will be able to have more answers.
I mean, it's a huge coincidence considering, the stories of Anna.
Yeah.
And then to find that in close proximity to the castle, whether it is her or not, we don't know. But we thought we would run GhostTube Box. So we've got Delia to...
That was maybe a bird.
Oh no, don't tell Amy that.
I would prefer if it was a ghost, actually.
It was a ghost.
Yeah. So we've got Delia to box. So we've got Delia to. So my name is Amy. I'm here tonight with Jared, and we have Delia here, who is here a lot, and you probably know. So if there is anyone around, we would really love to talk to you tonight. If you could come close to these lights in my hands, maybe you can use your energy to talk to us. Is there someone here? Can we have a name, please?
I don't.
Stories is what I heard. You don't have a name? You can also come up to any of these lights on the floor. They won't hurt you. They might light up and make some noise, and that just lets us know that you're here.
Prince?
Yeah.
But I'm getting English, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there something, Delia, that you've ever wanted to ask Anna? Or...
Yeah, but not William.
Or no?
I want to talk to John.
You could try and talk to anyone. Like, I know it might sound silly.
Yeah,
but
I feel really silly right now.
This is what we do all the time.
I feel really broken into. Like, my scientific mind obviously is very skeptical, but my romantic heart obviously really wants to talk to John.
Okay. John, if you can hear my voice, can you come through? We're trying to give you a way to talk to us. Do you have a message for us?
That is the name, Fotino. That is the name of a very famous actor of ours. Not in the world, but it's very old. He died a long time ago. So Fotino, that is his name.
Okay.
That's the first thing that I really, really recognize.
Can you tell me what room I am pointing at?
When I was in the village. That's what he said, very clearly.
Oh, when I was in the village?
Yeah.
Who are we talking to? Would this be referred to as a village, or?
It was a village at some point or another, yeah.
Yeah. What were you doing in the village? I heard back off. Yeah, I'm obviously primed to hear English, but I heard back off. Scary.
Maybe.
We continued questioning for some time, but received nothing else of interest, with responses completely falling silent. That is until we swapped up, with Jared leading the questioning in case a man was better able to connect.
All right.
Frate. Oh, that's brother.
Brother.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Talking to a dude.
A guy holds it and it just happened. I told you. I told you.
Brother.
All
That
right.
was very clear again.
Okay.
Very clear.
So what's brother, sorry? How do you
Frate.
Frate?
Yeah, you could, if he's maybe, hopefully your age or something, was.
Frate.
Maybe, yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who are we speaking with?
He tried to say something.
Can you repeat or?
Again, when I was at.
The village.
No, not the village. When I was at.
Where were you at?
Isund. I'm here.
Ooh,
Really?
Okay.
Do you have goosebumps now?
Yeah. Oh my god.
When I was at, where were you? I'm here.
Are you here?
Okay. Who's here?
Whereabouts? Ask whereabouts.
Whereabouts?
Unde ești?
I've been hearing. So maybe they can hear us.
Yeah, that was in English. I've been hearing
Yeah.
it. Oh. Okay. Can you tell us about this courtyard here? Can you tell us about what happened or any notable events, anything?
Puțin, a little.
A little. A little. Can you tell us a little bit more? A little. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Can you tell us what happened here, or what is this castle meaning? Why is this castle meaningful to you?
Ești cavaler? Are you a knight? Ești servitor? Are you a servant?
Prisonier?
Prizonier?
Prisonier? I did say right.
Sort of.
Gone again now.
Right. Weird.
Quiet now.
Although we'd had a few little nibbles as far as responses, at a certain point they once again stopped altogether. So we decided to split up and investigate different places, with myself sitting in the former dungeon and torture chamber, wearing GhostTube Lens while running GhostTube SEE, which could produce imagery based off of environmental readings interpreted by AI, but also wearing noise amplifying lucid headphones to potentially hear EVPs live in the moment. Meanwhile, Jared explored the area around the bear pits and well, while monitoring the space with a thermal imaging camera.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay guys, I'm rolling on a SEE session.
I've just left Amy alone in the dungeon torture area. One area we haven't investigated really tonight is the well and the bear pits, and I really wanted to because there is that story of the Hungarian prisoners that supposedly dug this well and then obviously had their freedom taken away from them once they were finished. So I really wanted to come here. It's got a really cool story. My favorite story. The bear pit's gruesome, so I've set up a thermal down there and I'm gonna walk there now, but I'm actually at the well right now. So I might just whack out GhostTube while I'm doing this to see if we get any words come through.
And I'm already getting an image through. Oh my god. I've got 1, 2, 3 very creepy faces. They look sick, ill and deformed, and then I also have something to the left that looks like something hanging on the wall, like a paddle or a mirror. The faces just look very ill, I guess.
This image is quite abstract and a little scary. Reflecting on it now, I'd say one of the most prominent features of the image is human heads that look dead. At least 2 of these heads appear to be women, and again, it makes me think of the story of Anna being decapitated by her husband in the 1500s. And that's after being tortured into a confession, which likely occurred in the room I'm sitting within. What do you think this could all mean?
I can hear absolutely everything too because I have the lucid headphones on. They just amplify everything around me.
If there is anyone here that's been sort of watching us do our thing all night and you're able to understand me, can you please come up to the device in my hands, come close to me? You might be able to make it make a noise, you might be able to make it generate a word. It might just let me know that you're here and that you're willing to talk. Maybe you can tell me about this well.
So if there's somebody in this dungeon, in this torture chamber, my name's Amy. Maybe we were talking to you earlier. Can you come close to me and maybe show me something? Okay, I feel like I heard something. There's someone here, can you make a louder noise for me? Or show me something?
I was going to magnetic spike. Hang on. There is a metal like handrail here. Alright, debunked. So for all you skeptics out there, we do debunk our magnetic spikes. So right now guys, I am where the site of what is now, or what is referred to as the bear pits. I do have a thermal camera going. Hey, now you can see me. I really just wanted to walk around with GhostTube, see if we get any words. Because I don't have Amy here, it's a bit hard for me to translate, so I'm just gonna walk around and enjoy the view and see what we get. I do feel bad for Amy because she's got the worst of these two locations. I'm outside, I'm like in the nice fresh air. She's in that musky dungeon. God knows what's going on down there.
Can't tell you how nerve-wracking this is doing this and being noise amplified, but not being able to see anything. I feel like I just heard a voice as well. It's like a lady screaming maybe. Okay. Can you show me what I just heard? Okay, something is forming. It very much reminds me of this room. The floor, it's like that stone castle-like floor, and then there's these blobs on the floor. When they were forming, I swear they were turning like a bit green, but now that they're formed, they're red, like, I don't want to say blood or body parts or, yeah, that's disturbing. And I do feel like I heard someone scream right before I was shown that. Now I'm getting like little pinpricks all over my body. Oh my God. If there's someone around or someone in this room, can you make a noise? Whisper something to me or show me something? You guys are not gonna believe this. It looks like more stone floor or wall and more blood on the floor. Two images very, very similar in a row. And I'm in a dungeon, like it almost looks like an organ or something in the middle as well. That is pretty wild to me as well. Disturbing. I can't give you much more, like it's so similar. Blood on a dungeon floor. I am in a dungeon.
These two images to come through back to back looking so similar is insane. It's something that has never happened for us while using GhostTube SEE before or since. It's so improbable that this could occur that I feel it must be significant. Could they relate to the beheading of Anna? Or just the history of this area of the castle being linked to torture? We're really unsure.
Can you tell me about the bear pits? Can you tell me about this place? Or about yourself even? Maybe your name?
Are you showing me something that happened here? Is there something else that you can show me from this castle? Maybe show me you, what you actually look like. Maybe you can describe the clothes that you wore or wear. Oh my God, that scared the shit out of me. My chair just shifted on the floor and it was so loud for me.
It's really weird, guys, like it might just be because I'm outside, but I feel like the energy from inside the Capistrano Tower and the Courtyard is much different to out here. It feels free and open out here. And I know that's not the case because people literally were put in these bear pits to die. But it just feels like, it would have been a shame for the prisoners that were in there because they could see freedom above them, but they couldn't reach it.
Oh, I have another image. This one I would say is quite abstract. Could be like maggots or worms. It looks like some kind of organic mass It's hard to say what that is, like wormy, maggoty mess. It's just like twitching and moving. Okay, thank you. I don't know what this means. I want to see you though. I can't see with my eyes right now because I'm in a dark room. You have to come close to me here to show me what you look like.
Oh my God. I think we have bats. We have bats, we have bats, we have bats.
Here.
Here. I just got the word here. Who's here? H? When we were in the courtyard, we also got I'm here. Someone said I'm here as well. I'm pretty sure.
I soon. I'm here.
Ooh,
Really?
okay.
There is a prisoner. I thought I had movement, like a tap or something. Okay. This is really freaky. So I'm seeing, I want to describe it as a cold, dark room. It's very grey. There is a doorway. Within the doorway, I can't really tell, but it kind of looks like there's like some sort of creature or being in there kind of peering out. But also within the room, like I would be within the room and there's something in this room with me to the left of the door. And it looks like it's got claws, or it looks really freaky. And I have been asking you for you to show yourself. Is that how you see yourself? I know right behind me there's a door, right in front of me there's a door. I don't know if it's depicting either, I've got goosebumps too. I don't know if it's depicting either of those doors. Got goosebumps head to toe. I don't know if because that image was so freaky or just like there's something around.
Don't come in. Well, I actually don't think I can get into the bear pit. I'm not coming down there, no. That's almost like a warning. And it sort of sounded like a choky voice, like, don't come in. I'm not... Who is she? If you're referring to the lady that's in the dungeon, then her name's Amy. Amy doesn't have any translating right now, so interestingly, if someone's trying to talk to her, she won't be able to respond. Or maybe you want to come stand here next to me. If you do, we might be able to see you on the camera we have over there. They won't know what a camera is. I really shouldn't be holding Amy's phone over the edge like this. This is her phone, she would kill me if she knew I was doing this. If I drop it, there's no getting it back. Right, I'm gonna head to the well now again. You're welcome to follow. I wanna know a little bit more about that well. I've heard some stories. So whoever was with me near the bear pits, who said I'm here or H, are you able to come here and sit with me by the well?
Hearing movement. Okay. I have an old looking photograph. There's a man and then a younger child. I can't tell if a young boy or girl. I mean, maybe both of them are children, but I feel like it's a man. Old-timey photo. Obviously, like, not medieval torture dungeon vibes from this. Like 1800s vibes here. You from the castle?
Hi guys, we're sitting by the well. Sitting by the well. We're sitting by the well. Maybe that. Pet. You know what's weird? You know, I feel like the word pet's a bit random and maybe not relevant, but we did get the word cat earlier when we'd just been discussing cats off camera. Might not be relevant, I know, but I'm just trying to draw the connections that I'm seeing, and I'm seeing like we were talking about cats, I was just talking about dogs, we got the word cat, we got the word pet. It's just weird. I mean, I don't know of any stories relating to a pet or an animal, but who knows? Maybe some of these animals are precious to the people that live in this castle.
Hello? Bona?
What was this well used for? Obviously water, but can you tell me about why it was built here, perhaps?
Look.
Look in the well. You want me to look in the well? Okay. Oh god, guys, I'm risking our cameras for this. I don't think you're gonna see much. Let's have a look. Brighten up that infrared camera. I'm just gonna hold on to the camera as well, because Amy will kill me if I drop this shit. I'm looking. What am I looking for?